Here's another one of those things you need to think about before painting a concrete block wall. And that, of course, would be the paint actually falling off of it. And you can see right here that it seems to occur in the lower areas. And of course, that's because the moisture will usually accumulate or remain for longer periods of time in the lower areas. Let's face it, that's gravity than the higher areas. And we can see right here there's some dirt piled up against the wall. Dirt's not going to be our best friend either. Here you can actually see where the concrete has deteriorated. And I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say that it's from the moisture. The moisture will stay behind these behind the paint for, it's kind of like a sealer. The paint will actually act like when you paint something, you're sealing it. You paint the block wall, you're going to be sealing it, and that won't allow as much moisture to seep out of it as if it hasn't been painted. However, and there's always a however, here's another block wall that has not been painted, and you can see that there's a little bit of calcium deposits. That looks like the white streaks, maybe the cement concrete bleaching, but there is deterioration at the bottom of this wall. If you look a little closer, you can actually see where it's kind of the same thing as in the other picture. And so I'm not about to suggest that painting the wall is going to cause damage to the wall, but I am suggesting that if you do paint a concrete block wall, no matter how it's built, I've seen this happen too many times. I don't want to say no matter how it's built. That's really not fair. I would imagine if you waterproof the back of these walls and put a lot of money into them, then you probably wouldn't have this problem. But I'm not about to suggest that if you have drains, I've seen this happen when they have drains at the bottom of the walls. And these would be drains that run parallel to the wall itself at the lower section to allow any moisture that accumulates in that area to actually drain away from the wall. And usually if you have drains behind the wall, you're going to have a hole in the wall. This will probably be a round hole with a drain where the water can come out through the wall, and this will be located at the bottom of the wall. So there it is, there you have it. If you're going to paint a concrete block wall, then you might want to think twice, because this is something that could actually happen. One more thing I'd like to suggest is that if you live in a certain area, these walls can be affected. I'm in Southern California, and I've seen this all over the place. I've seen walls painted without any damage. I've seen walls painted with the paint flaking off, just like this right here. But you might want to just look around, see what's kind of your area. If people are painting block walls and they're not having any problems, then you might be okay. However, if you see this on numerous walls, then you might want to think twice before painting them.